Welcome back to the channel, folks. If you're a coin enthusiast, treasure hunter, or just someone who's ever had the curiosity to check your spare change, then you've clicked on the right video today because what you're about to hear might just change the way you look at pocket change forever. Specifically, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2012 Lincoln Shield cent, a coin that, believe it or not, has captured the attention of collectors and experts alike, not because it's made of gold or platinum or embedded with rare jewels, but because a single penny minted in 2012 at the Denver Mint, which normally should only be worth 1 cent, has been valued by collectors and experts at up to $50 million due to its incredibly rare and baffling array of minting errors, mechanical anomalies, and production mistakes that have set it apart as one of the most desirable modern coins in U.S. numismatic history. So let's peel back the layers of this incredible tale, starting with the basics. This particular penny belongs to the Lincoln Shield series introduced in 2010, replacing the Lincoln Bicentennial series and featuring a new reverse design with a Union shield symbolizing the preservation of the United States as a single country, while the obverse remains true to Victor David Brenner's original 1909 portrait of Abraham Lincoln. But in 2012, the Denver Mint somehow produced a tiny batch of coins, allegedly less than 10 or even perhaps just a single verified specimen, that bore an extraordinary range of errors, the most prominent and shocking being a double die obverse where the doubling is so dramatic that Lincoln's profile appears almost ghost-like, with a clear doubling in the date, Liberty inscription, and In God We Trust motto, visible even to the naked eye, creating a surreal, almost holographic effect that would stop any collector in their tracks. And if that weren't enough, further examination under microscope revealed that this particular cent exhibits a die clash, which is when the obverse and reverse dies strike each other without a planchet in between, causing mirrored images of the opposite design to appear faintly in the wrong place. So in this coin you see traces of the shield design bleeding through Lincoln's face, something that's only seen in a handful of examples across all modern coinage. But it doesn't end there. The coin also has a dramatic off-center strike, about 15% off from its intended alignment, meaning part of the design is missing while part of the blank copper-plated zinc planchet remains exposed, and the missing design elements actually showcase how dramatically flawed the striking process was that day, suggesting perhaps a damaged collar or misaligned dies. And as if that wasn't enough to boggle the minds of professional graders, metallurgists analyzing the coin have speculated that its metallic composition may not even conform exactly to the standard copper-plated zinc formula used since 1982, with the presence of trace elements such as tin and nickel, suggesting that perhaps a blank meant for a foreign coin, or even an experimental planchet, was accidentally fed into the press, which would have been a massive quality control failure at the mint. And what's even more jaw-dropping is that this particular coin features a partial brockage on the reverse side, caused when a previously struck coin fails to eject properly and becomes struck again into a fresh blank, transferring a distorted, incus mirror image onto the new coin. So in this case, part of the shield is pressed in reverse on one side of the coin while the rest of the reverse design is weakly struck or missing entirely, creating a Frankenstein's monster of a cent that has almost every type of error known to numismatics wrapped up in a single specimen. And while error coins are not uncommon, especially from the earlier days of minting, the combination of multiple rare errors in a modern coin from a mint that is usually well known for quality control is not only unprecedented but sends collectors and auctioneers into a frenzy. And what's more is that some experts believe this coin may have been the result of a test run gone awry, or even a rogue employee deliberately experimenting during a late-night shift. Although no proof of such sabotage has been found, still the conspiracy theories only fueled the legend of the coin. And given that coin grading giants like PCGS and NGC have authenticated the piece and given it their highest error grading, MS67, or higher with notations for multiple major mint errors, its value has skyrocketed in private auctions, where it was rumored that one specimen fetched nearly $50 million from an anonymous buyer who viewed the coin not only as a collectible but as a historical artifact and one-of-a-kind museum-worthy specimen that might never be replicated again in minting history. And it's this confluence of rarity, mystery, mechanical chaos, and the tantalizing question of, how did this happen? That makes this coin so captivating to numismatists and investors alike. Because when you look at the 2012 D1 cent that's worth $50 million, you're not just looking at a piece of metal, you're looking at a story, one that captures the fragility of machines, the limits of human oversight, and the thrill of discovery that turns everyday people into treasure hunters. And the possibilities that other similar errors might be out there in circulation or tucked away in someone's piggy bank keeps the dream alive for collectors who now check every 2012 D penny with obsessive care, flipping it under light, studying its edges, inspecting it under magnifying lenses for even the faintest signs of doubling or die clash, and the lore of the 2012 D Shield cent only continues to grow, becoming the subject of articles, YouTube deep dives, Reddit threads, and numismatic symposiums, with each new theory or analysis adding another layer to its mythos. And while some skeptics dismiss the $50 million valuation as a one-off media stunt or the product of an eccentric collector's deep pockets, the fact remains that this single penny has fundamentally changed the landscape of modern coin collecting, proving that even a coin as humble and recent as a 2012 D Lincoln cent can shake the foundations of numismatic value when struck by the hand of error and preserved in near-perfect condition. And so if you've got a jar of old pennies lying around, or if you've ever thought twice about tossing your change into a vending machine, now's the time to take a closer look, because history shows that sometimes, quite literally, a single penny can be worth millions, and in the case of the legendary 2012 D error cent, it just might be the most expensive mistake the US Mint has ever made. So thanks for sticking around as we unraveled the story behind one of the most mind-blowing coins of our time, and remember, your next great discovery might just be hiding in plain sight at the bottom of your change jar, so stay curious, stay observant, and until next time, keep hunting.